Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to unbox and review a brand new box that I received from Rikomagic Group, and it is called MK902. It's a little box. It's very compact. Alright, so without wasting your time, the box itself it's not that heavy, it's pretty light, and also you can see the front part has a nice looking logo on the top and then has the picture of the device itself. In the bottom it does indicate you can chat with this, created for Skype, and it does come with a camera. And then on the side you can see it has the model number on the top, then also what other things you can do with this. So according to what it says, it has Twitter built in already, Skype, it is a Cortex A9, also built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and it's full 1080p HD. And if I go on the top, there's nothing here, and the other side has same type of marking, nothing at the bottom. Once you flip it in the back, you can see on the top it has a picture of what you can do, also the little bit of information of what type of OS it comes inside and what it can do for you. It does indicate it has a camera, Bluetooth, built-in 4.2 Jelly Bean, already have built-in Wi-Fi, and also it is a Cortex A9 processor inside. So there's a little specifications what's inside this. The CPU is RK3188 quad core. This GPU is the Mali 400. It is offering a 3D graphics with the OpenGL ES 2.0 and OpenVG 1.1. If we go down, OS is 4.2. Main frequency is Cortex A9. It is 1.6 gigahertz, and it says built-in RAM is 2 GB DDR3 memory, and this one is the 8 GB. But you have a choice that you want to get at 8 gig or 16 gig internal memory. I took the 8 gig in this one. Expandable micro SD goes up to 32 GB. Wi-Fi is 802.11 BGN. Also Bluetooth is 4.0. The camera in this is 5 megapixel, and we will be testing that soon. And connectors are HDMI, and you can see the rest of them. I will be going through it in a few seconds. At the bottom it does indicate which company made it. You can go to Rikomagic.com to see more about this little product. You can scan this to get to their website and little other goodies. And also the other part is the barcode, so if you have a store you can set it up there. It is made in China, so let's just get it open. So the box, once you open it, you can see the MK902, so we will just take it and we will put it aside for now. We will see what else is inside of this. So this is made out of plastic. It's a really nice, so that way it doesn't deform. So we're gonna put this aside too. And inside of it you have the user manual. We're gonna put this aside. We will go over in a few seconds. There is an AV wire that we can connect this to older type of TVs, and also we have the power supply. This one is created for North America, and you can see that this takes 110 volt, and this part goes into the box itself. We will put this aside too, and there is a USB connection. Both sides are exactly the same. This one is how you can update your software, and also the HDMI wire. So it does come with a HDMI wire. There's nothing else in the box. So now we can go through each of these products. Alright, so first we will go into the user manual. I will zoom in a little bit. So you can see the user manual is pretty small and pretty handy dandy. So it is shiny, so no, it's not made out of cheap paper. They have taken their time in order to put this together. So once you open it, it's all in English. You have the full table of content on the first page. Also you have some declaration information on there. On the second page you have what type of connectors you got. On the third page, also when you load it up, what type of screens you're going to see. So the 2D screen, what you're going to take a look at, all the information is there. So once you flip the next screen, it has how to set up the time, your widgets on, how to connect to Wi-Fi, also how you can connect your portable host hotspots, Ethernet connection services, Bluetooth services, USB connections, and so on and so forth. You can go through it, and it has more information on how you can set up the rest of this box and how you can browse the internet. So it has all the information that you need, and also it will go through and it will show you where you can get the software to update your box and how you can update it. So we will be having different type of videos for that, but for the meantime it just goes through step by step of how you can update everything. So it's all over here. And if you go all the way near to the end, it has question answers and also a little bit of specifications what this box brings to you. So we will put this aside, and now let's get into the box itself. So you can see the box itself is pretty nicely created, and if we go to the front, we can see that it has a big antenna for the Wi-Fi. Makes sense if your Wi-Fi is a little bit far. Now you're not going to have any kind of problem into connecting, or while you're watching a show, it's going to disconnect. Let's just zoom in a little bit. We have a nice writing in the front that says RKM, and then if we flip it to the front, so from the front you can see that there is a little logo for the Android, and then we have the 5 megapixel camera here, and these are the 2 holes for mic, and then you have the MK902 model number in the front. Now if we flip it on the side, you can see that there is an Android logo here, but it is all holes. This is for ventilation. Now these 2 USB ports, the first one is just you can connect your dongle, and the second one says slave. Now that one is for your software update. And then you have the mini SD card slot, goes up to 32 gigabyte. If we go to the back, we have the AV connection, so you can connect it to the older type of TVs. Now here is the HDMI connection, and then we do have the optical audio connection, and then we have the Ethernet connection. This is 10100, and then we have the DC connection, which is 5 volt. And if we flip it on the other side, we have the antenna itself. Now this antenna is pretty nice and pretty big. Here is the reset button, and then we have 2 more USB 2 ports, and then we have the Android logo again, which is made for ventilation. And if we go to the bottom itself, it has a lot of ventilation little holes, which makes sense. This way the box will breathe, and you can see that there is little parts. So we will put this down, and now we will go through connecting this. So we're gonna take this part out, so that way the camera is on. So we're going to connect the power, and then we will connect the HDMI wire. So for this, you do need to have a remote control. In order to control this, you need to hook up a dongle, and we will go into the TV and take a look at it. Once you're on the first screen, you can use your gyro remote to go next. The screen looks very similar to other boxes, with a little bit of difference. The dock itself is pretty much the same, but you can see from the right side that I have the cursor on is the Wi-Fi connection. Then you have the time. If you go to the left side, we have the little indicator that you can hide the taskbar, or you can just bring it back up. Right beside that, we have the power button, so you can click it on and off. So this way you do not have to unplug the device. We have the volume down or the volume up button. We have the screenshot, so you can just click, takes a picture just like that. And also we have the multitasking button, so if you have more than one running at the same time, you can shut down the other ones in the background. We also have the home and the return button. If we look on the top, we have the settings. We have the Explorer, so you can play all of your videos that you have to your USB. You can use this to explore and play. We have the RKM remote, which you can download by just scanning this, and you can use it via your phone. Another thing is the browser. So it does come defaulted with browser, but if you try to flip on each side of the screen, nothing else there. And we also have the app icon, so you can click on it and it just goes in. Now as a default, it did came with bunch of browsers. It also have the downloader, you have the camera, we will be covering it in a few seconds. It does have the Google settings in there, Gmail there, and also came a few other things. But what I have done is I went ahead and start downloading some other parts, so that way we can test it out to see how good this will play. Alright, so the first place I'm going to show you is under settings, so we're going to go there. So you can see that we can set up our Wi-Fi, you can set up Bluetooth, so you can use mouse, keyboard. Also you can use the Ethernet if you have wired it. You can just turn this on and the Wi-Fi off, so that we can use it. If you go down a little bit, if you go under storage, you can see that only 2 GB has been used for the main data, and the rest has been used for downloading apps and audio. If we scroll up a little bit, we go under About Device. You can see that this is the RikoMagic MK902. It is running on Android version 4.2.2. Built and kernel version is right underneath of it. Make sure that you are connected to Google account in order to download apps. One more thing I gotta make sure that you know is go under security and make sure the unknown sources is already checkmarked. If it's not, place a checkmark so you can install your XBMC. And now let's go and test this box. So first we're going to launch the Antutu benchmark. Takes a couple of seconds. I already run it once, and you can see that I got 15,945, which is a good job. It's not bad. This is good for this box. Again, I was expecting a little bit better, but if you go under details, you can tell that under multitasking how it was under CPU, under RAM, under GPU, and under I/O. And if you go under device information, you can tell that you can see that the model number is the MK902. The version of the software is 4.2.2, and the Cortex is on A9. And Molly 400 megapixel is out there too. It is running, the resolution right now is set up under 720p since I am capturing this. The camera on this is 5 megapixel and the rest is underneath. You can see the rest. So we will just get out of this too. Go under the CPU Z, gives you all the information about what type of box this is, how many cores is running, and everything that you need. So you can see that it is quad core and it's all set up under 816 megahertz. It is running under ARM Cortex A9. The core is 4 of them, and go down, the CPU load is really low. That's really good. And also the GPU is there too, and scaling governor is inactive for now. If you go under system, it gives you more information about this box. Model numbers on the top, manufacturer does say that it's a rocket chip, and also the board is RK31 SDK. If you go down, hardware is there too, the kernel version is there too. The screen resolution right now is 720p since it is indicated here. If you go down, it does talk about the total RAM, which is 1854, which is 2 GB. Also talks about available RAM, and if you go down, talks about internal storage and available storage. And that's it for this. Alright, so the next thing we're going to cover is the root checker. And if you click on it, it takes a couple of seconds for it to come up. And if you want to verify, just click on this and it will tell you that this device is pre-rooted, which is a plus sign. There is some things that you can do with this box now since it is pre-rooted. And I did download a game and we tried to play it. It was choppy at the first, but once you start playing it for a few seconds, it's going to get really easy. Then you can bring back the taskbar and we can go next. One more problem that I have is if you bring the icon down in the bottom, a part of it is going to be missing. So for that, I did use another launcher in order to fix that little problem. So I went ahead and downloaded it, Go Launcher HD. And the Go Launcher HD will give you all the effects that you need. And you can see at the bottom, everything is aligned perfectly. And if you want to scroll over, you have more access. If you want to bring everything inside of one folder, you can just go to it and you just click on it and the folder just appears and you can put everything inside of it. So that's the best part. So the next part that I want to cover is the camera. So in order to launch that, we will go into our apps and we will go into camera. Once you bring up the camera, you can see that it's really nice, and I was not really expecting it to be this good. But again, it is 5 megapixels, so it have to be this good. And in order to fix a lot of things such as light and capture, you have to go right here, click on this button, and you have the settings. Click on settings and you can set it up to night mode or auto. Now I set it up under auto. Also, if you want to put your restore location, so this way where you are, it will take a picture, you can do it right there. Now if you don't want to use that, you just get out and you're done. It takes a really nice picture. And once that's done, once the picture is done, if you go into camera, now you can take a panoramic picture. You can also video record and also the picture. So I will just select the picture. And this way it just keeps taking pictures for us. So this is the camera section of it. You can go into App Store and download other apps to take advantage of this. I really like this box and I would recommend it for everybody to get it. For the information on where you can get your own Rikomagic MK902, the link will be in the bottom. Today I came out to unbox and then go through and show you guys what's included inside of this box and also review on the MK902 RikoMagic box. I hope you guys like my video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment on the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is XCTechs.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and thank you.